Welcome back to Crossfire. If you're a regular viewer of our program, you'll know that James Carville, the raging Cajun, has more than a little Tabasco sauce in his veins. Take the segment we're about to show you. We were debating whether right-wing pro-Bush preachers were out of line when they labeled Islam a wicked religion. Here's what happened.
The Islam that was represented on 9/11, this cult within Islam, the Wahhabism or whatever species of Islam it was, has not been explained to most Americans, and I don't know why.
Well, I can tell you that from what I've been on tons of these shows, as you know, most Americans don't understand it who think they understand it. Wahhabism is no more dangerous in terms of fundamentalist belief than the fundamentalism in Christianity or the fundamentalism in Judaism.
Well,
the expression of it, the expression of extremism is the problem. But people having fundamentalist belief is not a problem any more than fundamentalist Jews or fundamentalist Christians. Well, sure, I'll tell you a number of them. One is called the Ku Klux Klan, one is called the One Nation. We have Americans in this country. They talk about one nation under God. Let me correct you about something, Sandy. Let me show you a little bit of ignorance on your part.
Okay, show me.
My name is Jean Abi Nader. If you knew anything about Arabs, you'd know that having a French name means I'm a Christian. So here I am as a Christian talking about fundamentalist Islam.
Then, John, you know
and
as well as I do.
understand that in Islam, as you pointed out, Sandy, there are 1.2 billion Muslims. And because some extremists have captured some of the things that are going on and they wage war in the name of that, does that mean we paint the whole religion there?
And you said we don't do that.
Let me show you something a great fundamentalist, a person I'm sure that you agree with all the time, said, and tell me if you agree with him or not. This is the Reverend Franklin Graham, son of Billy Graham. Let's see what he said about Islam. I'm going to post it up there. We're not attacking Islam, but Islam has attacked us. The God of Islam is not the same God. He is not the Son of God of the Christian or Judeo-Christian faith. It is a very different God. I believe it is a very evil and wicked religion. That is a fundamentalist Christian. Do you agree with this fundamentalist Christian?
Yes, I do.
You think Islam is a very wicked and evil religion?
I think when it teaches holy jihad...
I think it's pathetic.
You know, James, why does that offend you so much? They killed 3,000 people. Why does that
people
offend
in these
you?
mosques in these countries that are praying, that are working, that are good Americans, that pay taxes here, they're not evil people. They're good people. And for you to suggest that and Franklin Graham to suggest that, it's just wrong, God. It is wrong.
James, you're dripping.
No, I'm not dripping. I don't think you ought to tell these good people that that's what it is.
Well,
it irritates the hell out of me.
Well, I'm sorry to irritate you. The truth is
they're
really
not
hard
evil
to take.
people.
No,
they're good Muslims
he didn't
in this
say
country.
that. Of course, he did not say that.
He said it's an evil and wicked religion.
The religion that teaches killing the infidel is wicked.
That.
He did say that.
Excuse me, obviously, let me go back to my Christian roots. I went through 16 years of Catholic school, 12 of which I had to take some kind of form of catechism. We read the Old Testament and New Testament.
And if you read that really was an amazing outburst.
I know.
If we could just stop and appreciate that for a minute. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. That's all right.
And I have to be very clear about this. If one wants to be honest about religions calling for jihad, one should look at the Old Testament and look up at the Israelites and their so-called being chosen people, and what that meant in terms of the inhabitants of the land of milk and honey.
Let me ask you a quick question. I've heard everything you're saying. A lot of times I think some of it's valid. But today in the world in 2002, there is no religious movement that threatens peaceful civilizations more than this cult within Islam. I'm not saying it's Islam. I'm saying it's this perversion of Islam,
the extremist
whatever
in Islam.
language you're going to use. To say that that's the same as the Ku Klux Klan, which is like 8 retarded guys by the stage, is totally phony, and you know it. So my question is, where is the explanation of the religious beliefs of these people, and why are we so afraid to explore them?
I don't think we are afraid to explore it. I think the openness of these materials said, you kids go and you pick the materials, you come and you analyze the stories. You can't say that Islam hasn't been analyzed to death in terms of the news media. Well, I think it's really instructive if people can go look at Islam and pick up on what you said and say, okay, how do the extremists differ from mainstream? It's the same way how do extremist Christians differ from mainstream Christianity.
I have to tell you
but I think of somehow not understanding that religion is something that can be interpreted in many different ways. Look at Iran. They call themselves Muslim. Look at Sudan. They call themselves Muslim. All those are very, very different.
Respond in some way.
I would say that all over the world, one of the biggest problems we have, John, you know that, is radical Islam. It's happening in Sudan. It's happening in many countries. And James, I don't know why that offends you so much. They just killed 3,000 of our people.
That's about, you know what? I'll tell you what offends me. It offends me.
That doesn't offend you?
No, what offends me is that people expect me to hate Muslims because some ass
that.
some criminals ran a building. Of course he did.
No
This
one
is what
said
Franklin Graham said, and you'd agree. He called Islam a very different God, a very evil. Well, of course he
did not say
did.
hate Muslims, James.
Well,
That's
if you
very different.
if I think
Critical
you
thinking,
practice
remember?
an evil, if I think people that go to mosque are practicing an evil and wicked religion of what you agreed with, then there's something wrong with
To
it.
the point that they embrace holy jihad, it
Well,
is
he didn't
evil
say
and
that.
wicked.
Well, he didn't say
No,
that.
but that's what Islam teaches,
And I'm not,
James.
you know what? I'm not going
They teach their kids to
I
kill
am going
themselves.
to
Let me
love
remember.
Muslim
People.
Americans that
Why-
law-abiding Muslim
why is
Americans
it
that
Yes,
tell my
so-
children to
that's
do the
true,
same.
James.
Why is it so wrong? You know, and I go back, first of all, you're using jihad in the wrong way, but I'm used to that.
We received hundreds of thousands of rude, insulting, and witty emails from you in 2002. We'll share some of our favorites in a little bit, but first,